What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Bet you it's getting a little bit of cool where you're from. Down here in Florida, it's starting to get cool. We get the windows open now. Nice weather. Anyway, as you see, I'm wearing pink. Because real men wear pink. Actually, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, my buddy Robert Albertron. Sorry if I butchered your name, Robert. I just never heard it before, like spoken. I met you a few times. We just never said your name. I think it's Albritton. I'm sorry, Robert Albritton. Anyway, he's with the company, Tree Works Unlimited. And he had the shirt that his crew wore for this month. And my buddy Tom Hansen, with Hansen Tree Service in Clearwater, they also did the same thing. But he had it on there, and I said, cool, send me one. And he did. So I wanted to use it for this video. But also, not only does it say it in pink in his name, but this is kind of cool. That's why I got that thing is so close. You can read the shirt. It says, taking care of what nature gives you. I don't know, I'm going to try to see if you guys can see it. But that's what it says. Sorry about the camera. But that's what it says, taking care of what nature gives you. Now, you think of breast cancer or just cancer awareness, ALS awareness, all these things. I'm also going to talk about cancer in particular, of everything, of different sorts. I mean, I'm not going to go into saying, going deep into what kind of cancers and all that and anything like that. I mean, you guys can do your own research on that stuff. That's what Google's for. I'm also really not, I'm going to touch on a little buddy of mine on Facebook. His name is Sal Weiss. He got leukemia, so I will put a link for a donation for there if you guys want to do that. And also my friend Bruce Smith, ALS, I'll put a donation. But this is not a thing where it's put it to any particular big company, because I'm going to give some. I'll give some of my thoughts on that and some ideas of what you can do with that. So start where I kind of getting into it. Just awareness. You know, you think about what awareness is. Some people say, "Oh, I'm aware of cancer. I'm aware of it." That's cool. That's good. So it's for people that are not. But my opinion and my thoughts on awareness means a few things. One, it means that it's out there. You know, breast cancer, lymphoma, leukemia, even ALS. I mean, that's not a cancer, but it's something nasty. And there's so many other just nasty stuff out there that it is out there, man, you know, and people are fighting it, and they continue to fight it, and sometimes they die from it. In the last year, a little over a year, I lost my stepfather, my mother, and my grandmother. All the cancers, 3 different cancers. My grandmother she was just older, 86. She had melanoma, and then she had a stroke. So it wasn't probably so much the cancer. It was just the age and then the stroke, and then she got pneumonia, like a lot of people do when they're sick. And they all died under the care of hospice. So, with that said, there's kind of lost my thought, but again, another thing with awareness. The other thing is, so you know when it's there, it's there, all right? The other thing is, you know, prevention is better than cure. There's sometimes you could actually stop things, you know, from happening or slow things down. I'm going to give some examples. One, a good friend of mine, her name is Daniela. She had a little lump in her arm. And I said, I said it a few times, and I said, man, you should get that checked out. It could be cancer. So I didn't think nothing of it. And the next thing you know, it was stage 4 cancer. She was out of work for a while. She got the treatment. She fought it. She went through it, and she's put into remission. I think she had a little fighting again, but now she's back in the remission, and she's doing well. So she caught it early, man. You know. Now, her name is Danielle Sierra. That's my buddy. He's like a sister. I worked with her for a long time. Now, that leads me to another buddy of mine. This is and I didn't know that she went and got it checked out, because I told her that's kind of cool. So we always have that connection, which I think is real cool. And but also my friend Harvey Font. I knew him for almost 20 years. Worked with him. He was in the military, I believe, over there in Puerto Rico. Tough dude. It's a guy that never complains about pain. He complains about other stuff, you know, but not pain. He's a tough, in my opinion, he's a tough dude. He went to the doctor. He had some soreness in his arm. Doctor said, don't worry about it. Just sleep it off pretty much. Went to him again. Another opinion. Anyway, make a long story short, he finally talked to doctors. He finally got the right thing to diagnose it. Yes, it was cancer, stage 4 cancer. It's in his arm. He said it's in his tongue. And he's going through treatments as we speak right now. He's fighting. He's still going to work. He's lost some weight, lost his hair. And in all honesty, I would have shaved my head for this video. But I'll be honest with you, man, I'm bald all the time anyway. My hair is pretty much gone. So you just guys got to understand, bald is beautiful, you know. So I didn't go ahead and just shave it all off because I live this lifestyle pretty much all the time. But so Harvey, he had to actually do that, and he had to fight the doctors almost to get that done. So between Danielle and him, they had to go through it. Another friend of my wife's, Jen, at work, she had some pains too as well, and she went to the doctor, got it checked out. Now she's in a fight for it. And another story that's looking, you know, it's looking good. It's scary, but it's looking good. They're going through the radiation, the pains in the throat. It gets so swollen you can't swallow from what they say, and you get really tires you out. But they went and they talked to them, and they got some help. Little Sal Weiss, this is a second bout of leukemia. I'm going to put the link in the description. So if you want to donate, you could. I think they're like $1,500. Their goal's like $5,000. And so you can donate whatever you want, especially you chili heads, because he is a little chili head. A guy named Ted Barris, he's one of the biggest YouTube reviewers out there. He asked for some chili heads to go ahead and send him some pods. At the time, I didn't have any pods, so I couldn't send him anything, obviously. But I wanted to do this vid in honor of him and respect, and because I said I would do something. And also, I will have a link in the description for Bruce Smith as well. But I'll talk maybe more of them in a second. So, you know, just going, and if you feel something wrong, man, go get yourself checked out, man, you know. You got to take, like this shirt says, you got to take care of what nature gives you, man. And I'm an idiot, too, sometimes. I'm stubborn. I'm a macho dude, you know, and I take a while. I sliced my hand open once, and I didn't even get stitches early in the year. You know, things like that. But you really, I mean, I'm almost 40 now, and you got to start thinking about taking care of yourself. I mean, you really, anytime. You know, I'll be honest with you, the reason why I'm wearing these glasses, if you notice my last, like 4 or 5 videos out of 100 videos I've did, I started wearing glasses to read and stuff like that and to see. I wear them to work now, which I never did. This is only the second day I wore them to work, wear them driving in the congregation. Because they were just getting bad, so I'm really pushing hard to wear my glasses more. These are 3 years old. I'm going to get a new pair. You know, as you just get older, you just got to really just watch out, take care of yourself. And talk back to breast cancer, man. My friend Brandon's little sister Candy, my friend Brandon Lott's little sister Candy Lott's, she had breast cancer, man. 23 years old, breast cancer. You know, she went and got checked out. She fought it. It's in remission. I believe she's going to have a baby now. So again, man, you got to just go and get checked out and do your fine fight. I believe my stepfather had lymphoma too, but I'll be honest with you, he had some knee problems and a lot of other things, and he used to take a lot of painkillers, and that was a real stubborn dude. And by the time they got him, it was lights out. A couple weeks later, he was gone. And of course, my mom died. She died of lung cancer. She did that to herself. Chain smoking for like 40 years. Even though she quit for the last 5, but it was too late. Damage was done. So there's a lot of story. I bet you every one of you guys will have a story about someone like that or died of cancer or anything like that. And then I'll be honest with you. There's some times where, like I said, it's just too late. There's certain cancers that just are so aggressive and nasty that can't be stopped. And you're just gonna pretty much find yourself when they're just some loving family and under the care of hospice. And I really highly recommend people donating to a hospice. There's one in like every city, or 2 or 3 in every, I don't know. But that's something that you could really put your money and you see where your money's going. The facilities there, a lot of state-of-the-art good stuff, around-the-clock watch. I mean, it's very expensive. And those people take care of you, man. And that's a good recommendation to where you put your money. Another thing is things like this. If you know of somebody that has a little donation like this. Also, if you know somebody too, maybe you can help them out. You can cook for them. You can go visit them. There's so many things you can do that you could actually see your money, what it's doing. You see your time, and it's going to be something you can really appreciate, and a person's going to appreciate, and you could feel good about it. So that's just some of the things that I hit on. I mean, I think about, because the big companies, yeah, they do some well, good, but you don't really know where all your money is going. I'm not saying, which one's bad, which one's good, whatever. I don't really know, but I'd rather personally donate to a certain individual or just kind of help an individual or even donate to these hospices, facilities. And sometimes they actually come to your house, or if you're in a nursing home, they come to your nursing home. So with that said, there's so many things that go on that you could actually prevent. And once it's that time, it's tough, man. Once you're you lose your hair. Some people get really worried, man. Well, I'm a guy that's going to be bald forever. I mean, I'm just going to keep shaving it. I'm not doing no comb-over. I'm not going to let it grow and look stupid. I just shaved that junk, man. But again, there's times when it's going to come really deep, and it's going to be very expensive sometimes, and you just got to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And don't give up, man. Just keep on going, man. Keep fighting because, you deserve it, man. You really do. God gave you this life. He gave you this thing. He gave you this life, this time, your chance. And you owe it to your family, man, to do it too. And your family got people, don't give up on it, man. They got a lot of good stuff now to keep you going, keep you alive, better than they did, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And it continuously gets better. And little Sal Weiss, man, I'm really sorry, brother. I'm really sorry, little dude. You got to go through this. And your family, that's just very painful and hurts to see. I seen Ted Bears almost break down when he was talking about it. And if I was to think about it too much too, I would be pretty sad too myself when I was watching it. That's an 11-year-old kid, man. This is a second time. Again, it's in the description. I'm not going to go ahead and read too much of it, but that kid's a fighter, man. It's the second time. The first time the family, I think the dad's name is Sal too. Again, that's Sal, little Sal they call him because he's a junior. And so, 11 years old, getting leukemia. 11 years old, man, you should be going to school. You should be playing the playground with the kids. You should be playing video games, learning little things about life, playing basketball, going with your dad fishing. Instead, this kid's spending his days in the hospital fighting for his life. And that's just painful, and that hurts to see anybody go through that. So this is one of the biggest reasons why I did this video. And I wanted to take advantage of the time, breast awareness, which is another week more, it's over, but breast cancer awareness, that's a year-round thing, man. You just seen the ALS challenge that went through that. It raised a lot of awareness and money. ALS is a very dangerous and nasty disease, man. And pretty much it's guaranteed almost lights out once you get it. Some people could live long enough. For a few years, some people it's pretty much quick. My boy Bruce Smith, he's a good friend of mine. I'll also have his link in there. He's going to have a thing that he wanted. He died in May. He wanted this thing called Celebration of Life, which is going to be done November 2nd for all you tree people. Got to bring him in since I got my shirt from my boy Robert. I got to bring up my friend Bruce Smith, man. He's meant a lot to me. He's put a lot of things together for tree industry. Again, you can read it. He touches in this. Mark Chisholm, he's one of the true pioneers of tree climbing, one of the best tree climbers in the world. Pretty humble dude from what I see, what he talks and stuff like that. I've been talking with him a little bit about working out and about this, which is interesting. I didn't know he was an animal at working out. Again, he's like a 3-time champion. But he's set up a link for that you can actually donate for him too. He had a goal in there too to put in, and I'll put that link in there too. I'm pretty sure it's still active. It looked active when I looked at it, so you can still donate. His thing is called Celebration of Life because he didn't want to have a funeral. He just didn't want to do that. He wasn't a sad type guy. This guy had leukemia, and he was already completely dependent on everyone. This guy couldn't move. He was talking through his mind with like this, just with his eyes and stuff, talking through Facebook, and that's how he was bound to his rest of his life, talking, and he was still smiling, man. This guy was still smiling. This guy, that's a tough dude, man. Even when he found out, he was taking it like a man, you know. So instead of a funeral, he wanted something that was called Celebration of Life. So in the gardens over there, I think it should be in that thing. If not, you could just let me know, and I'll put it in a link of this of where it will be in the Facebook or in YouTube, and I'll post this up in Tree Buzz as well, and I will put this on Facebook, and whatever questions you have, it could be answered by guys that'll know more than me. And if you're friends with on Facebook with me or whatever, you'll be able to see it and ask questions. His wife herself will probably answer questions. She's my friend on Facebook. So, man, it's just more about awareness in a few different ways, man. It's that it is out there. You can actually make it so it's preventative, and sometimes it's just too late. And there's things you just got to do to get through it, man. It's really tough on families, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. So my heart goes out to all you guys that have to go through this and to see this. And going back to little Sal, man, again, my heart goes out to you, man. I hope you get some extra little cash out of this video, you know, and if anything, I hope to put a smile on your faces, because I really, truly am sorry for what you guys are going through. And this little guy, Sal, man, he eats hot peppers, like the world record Reaper and Marunkas and things like that, and the hot sauces that people send him. That kid's a little animal, man. I like that. Has a little chili head. So I really want to reach out to him. And also, another thing I want to touch on, I want to just check something. I want to make sure this thing's recording, man. Yeah, it says it's recording, so I'll keep running my mouth. So I'm just trying to think of anything else I might want to say. And Harvey, brother, I really hope to see you get better and fast. And I know you're a tough dude, man. You're taking it like a man. And I also wanted to bring up another guy. His name is Ed Curry, the Puckerbutt Company, Puckerbutt Pepper Company. Ed Curry is a creator of the Carolina Reaper, the Guinness World Records for the hottest pepper in the world, measuring it at 1.5 million as an average and a peak of 2 million. Now, let me look at something. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I just looked it up, so I should be able to find it real quick on my trusty Note 3. And in his site, Pepperbutt, I think it's like a tongue twister, Pepperbutt Pepper Company. It's got a thing here, and you go to Pepperbutt Pepper Company. I'm going to try to put that in a link too. And then you just go all the way, scroll down, push About Us, and then what it's going to do is have a picture of Ed Curry, as you can see. And you look down and go right into it. It's a chronological order. It talks about how he did the peppers and all that stuff. But right here, in 1980, Smoke It Ed started investigating a possible correlation between personal lifestyle habits and disease. This overwhelming interest was born from his family's history of early death from heart disease and cancer. Smoke It Ed found that indigenous populations from around the world who eat hot peppers with meals have extremely small instances of these diseases, prompting his focus on peppers as a delicious and healthy food staple. All right, I'm going to come back out of the link. Now, that's one of the motivations he did to create that hot pepper, Carolina Reaper. And also, he donates lots and lots of, I don't know what the percentage is. I one time read it, 1/3, 30%, 20% of his Reapers for science research for cancer. So I think that's really cool, so I'm going to give him a shout. With that said, this is the Carolina Reaper he sent to me. I called him up. Brett Rogers is his right-hand man. Told him I needed some peppers, and he sent it. So I'm not going to, you know what I'm going to do. So for my reputation, you guys already know what I'm going to do. Let's take these two. This is bigger. This is more gnarly looking. Go with the gnarly looking one. And this here, why I'm going to do this, 2 reasons. One, because I want to make this big shout out to right now is for Harvey and for Sal's wife. I'm going to put a smile on her face. Let him laugh at me a little bit, you know what I mean? At my stupidity, you know. watch me burn a little bit. Give them something to laugh at. But also remember, I am a chili head, and I'm a professional idiot. And I reviewed a lot of peppers. And but this is him. I can smell that beautiful smell. This is not only one of the hottest peppers in the world, and it's also one of the sweeter and better tasting super hots. That distinguishing smell. And so that one reason is, to make them laugh and give them a chuckle and give all you guys a little chuckle. And the other reason is because of those people that go through cancer and they get cancer and have to go through that radiation and those different treatments, and they can barely swallow because it just swells up their throat so much, and there's such a nasty feeling. And I'm going to have what that feeling is for a few minutes, because this pepper gets so hot in your throat that it hurts so much that you can barely swallow, and it even hurts to breathe. So I'm going to do that. Again, I've done this many times. I know what I'm looking forward to. So don't think I'm just hurting my body doing some crazy things. I had a little snack before, just to have so it's not empty, and I'm going to have a little snack after this. And I got my orange juice on hand, which the citric acid neutralizes the capsaicin some. But I will feel the full brunt of it for a while. So I won't be able to talk much more because this is a painful guy, man. This is the Carolina Reaper, one of the hottest peppers in the world. For my cancer awareness video, and I hope the best for all you guys. Never disappoints. I've eaten probably 20 Carolina Reapers straight, and I've never eaten a dud. It's already starting to build up in my mouth. Woo! A little bit of sweetness, and then it just hits. Don't try this at home, kids. Woo! It's already setting a really powerful fire. I even like the burn too. That's the sad thing. Yep, that's the sad thing. What it does is it not only burns and hurts, but it also gives you a rush like working out. It's already starting to hurt. Feel it when I'm breathing and talking. My saliva glands are kicking in. I'll be honest with you, man. That throat burn is never a thing that I like. The stomach pain is actually worse than cramps if you don't know how to neutralize them. But I'll be honest with you, man. Doing this for a quick minute is nothing like what you cancer patients got to go through. Jen, Harvey, little Sal, my heart goes out to you guys, man. The loss of hair, the swellness in your throat, the physical tired. It's tough, man. Now it's at full force. It's peaked. It might have a little bit more left. My throat's on fire. It hurts to swallow. It hurts to talk. It hurts to breathe. Don't hurt to breathe so much, but you can feel it when you breathe. But it does hurt to talk. I can feel it in my back and my throat coming down. My face is probably as pink as my shirt. Woo! Boy, that's hot, and this thing never, ever disappoints. Chest is starting to get that burn now. Oh, starting to get that high and that mellow feeling now. Ooh, that's hot. World record. Love you guys. I love all my tree friends and brothers and sisters in the congregation and pepper chili heads. It's like a comatose. You're like, whoa, loopy. All right, well, it has peaked, and it's starting to come down some. So I'll pretty much finish this video up and saying, just want all, the God of undeserved kindness to bless all you guys in your tough times, man, you and your families. Many of us have people lost from cancer, and people know the people that went through it and fought it. And then you got the people that, like Sal and my friend Harvey, and my wife's friend Jen, that are going through it now. Hope all the best to you guys, man. And stay strong, man. Stay strong. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment on it and share. This lingering pain is still there. Woo, boy. Yeah, it's going down now. But guys, I appreciate you guys watching. And please have that awareness that we discussed. If something goes wrong, get checked out, man. Please fight with your doctors if you got to, man, if something feels uncomfortable. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Later.